Welcome to a brief tutorial on how a provider can manage their UDAs. There are various ways to manage UDAs within the system. One of the first places to start is in the staff members database. I'm currently logged in as Dr. Paul Sutton, so let me edit my staff member. And under my staff tab, I'm able to enter the contract number that I have and also the number of UDAs that I want to achieve under that contract. In order to edit this box, I can click on the yellow folder, and here I can enter a contract number and the total of number of UDAs against that contract number. I can also put in the value of each UDA as well. So we can add as many contract numbers as we want to here, as well as the corresponding UDA total that we need to achieve under that contract. So you can see I have 400 UDAs against my contract. Now if we go to a patient record, notice when I click on the charting tab, I automatically have the number of UDAs that I still need to achieve this year. So you can see I'm currently 29 UDAs behind my schedule, but this number will basically start at the total number of 400 as I typed in, and it will count down according to the number of claims that I have created during the year, April to April. So that's one way we can see how many UDAs we have achieved. A second way is on the home screen. So on the home screen, make sure that you have this in dashboard view. Now here we see an overall practice view, but if I click on My NHS, now I'm looking at my own UDAs, my own claim forms, and I can see how many claims I have awaiting submission, how many I have awaiting response, how many have been accepted, and how many have been rejected during the last 60 days. So it's good to keep an eye on this information. I can also see the number of UDAs I've done within the last 30 days and in the previous 30 days to that, so that I can monitor how well I'm doing. But also very important is this section, the incomplete claims. So it's possible that you're in the middle of a course of treatment and you have not yet completed the claim for that course. It may be that the patient has not returned or they have no appointment booked. Therefore, you need to make sure that these claims are finished so that you can be paid for them. So I can see that I've got 5 claims in process, but there are 4 claims that have no appointments booked and 1 claim that has an appointment book that's greater than 60 days. Now, how do I find out who these patients are? Well, if I click on the NHS claims area, so all things to do with NHS claims are always stored under the NHS claims area. Then under the claim analysis tab, I can see all of the current claims that have incomplete with no appointment, but let's just change it to my own provider name. So here I can see those 5 claims that are incomplete and have an appointment or no appointment, or appointments that are greater than 60 days away. So I would need to go through each of these individuals and work out what I need to do with those claims, which we can do from this screen by simply hitting the Open Patient button, and then that will take us to the claim and we can finalize it or do whatever we need to. So that will ensure that we're not missing any UDAs on our claims. How can I see how many UDAs I've done over a period of time? Well, there's various ways of doing that. Probably one of the easiest is to simply click on the Claims tab, set the start date to the period that you want to start from. So let's say I want to monitor how many UDAs I've done in December. and then I will change it to my own provider. And under status, at the moment it's set to awaiting submission, but let me see how many have been accepted. So here I can see all the claims that I've done during the period of time that I've specified, and I can see clearly how many UDAs have been achieved. You can also do the same thing under the UDA UOA Analysis tab, where again we can just change the date range, change the provider, and if I change my status here to accepted, again I will get those claims that have been accepted, and you can see the total is exactly the same as on that first tab. So that's some simple ways that you can manage your UDAs.